Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan and today I have got one of my best race videos for you. At the end of last night's live stream, we dived onto the Nürburgring Nordschleife for a couple of races, and the last one was absolutely brilliant. This video has got some of the closest, most professional racing that you are ever likely to see. It features 4 racers, RL 9010 that was raced with us previously, and then the lobby was public and we had 3 new racers that joined us: David 76, Scott Cheggs and Maral Kayo, and I hope I am pronouncing those names correctly. This one is a classic example of the type of respectful racing that I am trying to promote on my channel. It's extremely respectful, it's extremely professional, and as we go through the race it gets to a climax at the end which has one of the best finishes that you are ever likely to see around this infamous, very difficult Nürburgring Nordschleife track. Let's get into the video. It is purely how I commentated on it live at the end of the video. Let's get into it and see how things ran. And we just might do that. So let's just go. We'll put all information on. So we're on board with me at the moment. I'm just going to do the follow cam so you can see all my lovely livery with all of the bits and bobs. We'll then go forward to RL 9010. Now these 4 guys were absolutely on it all the way through this race. You can already see that even through this twisty section they're already going for it. They're already vying for position. You got Ken Scott is looking going out around the outside of Miro. Can he make that work? I think he has. Oh, what a move! What an amazing move around the outside through a really twisty part of the track. How on earth did they make that stick? This is incredible. I'm going to have a look at this from the fan view at the moment, just to see these cars in action. We'll just go forward to Scott Chegg. He's out in front at the moment, being chased down by Maral and David, and then RL 9010. These are the 4 that look so close together. This is what you call superb, respectful racing. I'm just off the back of these guys, but they just ran away, absolutely ran away. So come down the hill, line astern. They're all in Porsches as well. It's almost like a one mate race here. Oh, looks like David's having a look down the inside of Maral, not quite managing to tucking in. Let's just go back on board and watch this from RL's point of view. I love this. I love the fan view, but I also like this one because you can see how people are jockeying for position a little bit more. Just picking up one of the lead cars. At this point I'm starting to, I think I've binned it actually. Zeka is through on me at this point. Still pretty bunched up. And these guys tended to just to settle down a little bit at this point. So I haven't actually got the times between them on the screen on the replay, but probably about, you know, half a second between each one. John, you did really well for a pad, mate. So where are we? So Scott Chegg has just got a little bit of a lead opening up on these guys now. We've got Merrill and David just in a little bit of a battle, which I think is causing them to just give Scott Chegg a little bit of an edge. RL 9010 is sitting back just watching this battle at the moment. Now whether he's thinking just sit here because there's something that's going to kick off in a moment, I'm not quite sure. But I also think these guys are absolutely on the limit. So while this is settling down, let's just have a little look back through the field. So we got Zeka is a little way back. Jeff is chasing him down in that McLaren, and we know this McLaren is really good around here. Oh, getting on the grass a little bit there. We joined him at an absolute brilliant time. I was trying, but just not good enough. We got Mendes as well on the back of me, just looking to find a way through. I went a little bit defensive on these corners. You can see he's got superior speed, quicker car. I do like this M6, but it's not the quickest of cars around here. This almost looks like a stealth mobile, this Ford that Mendes is in. So RL90 was trying to keep up. It was amazing out the front. Orb in the Huracan, going quite nicely. Then we got Tom bringing up the rear at the moment, but we got oh, that was Mendes dropping it. Didn't quite see how that came about. Let's just go back a second. So we're on board with Mendes. Oh, he's chasing me down. Oh, he just loses it in the carousel. Oh, I was a bit worried that I'd done something, but he just lost it in the carousel all on his own. That gave me the opportunity just to get away a little bit. So if we just cycle through our leaders at the moment, we see that Zeka's got a penalty. Back up with the top four. At the moment, it's just settled down. Not a lot between these guys. Absolutely amazing racing. So what is going to happen, I wonder, when we get to the long straight and the slipstream plays into... Scott Chegg lost a little bit there. Looks like Marrell is just a little bit closer. He's pulled away a little bit from David 76. Just ever so slightly. He's right on the back of Scott Chegg now. Let's join him on board with Maro Kayo. These two absolutely going for it. I'm not sure about Maro's DR rating, but Scott Chegg in front is an A+ rater. He's really throwing it into these corners, absolutely going for it. Not a lot between these two. David just off the back of this. RL still just staying there with these guys. Oh, Scott Chegg gets a little bit wide there. Just a little bit wide into that corner. Just going back to the fan view for the moment. Maro taking a little look down the inside. Can he make that happen? Let's just go back to the onboard view. So we've got slipstream. Maro got a little bit of bump drafting going on. Is this gameplay to try and get ahead of David and RL? No, he's now pulled out. He's going for the move. As we come underneath the bridge, it's all going to get a little bit tight through here. So Scott Chegg just lost a little bit to the slipstream. He's still got his foot in there. Two into this is never going to work, guys. Oh my word. Wow. Respect. That's what I love to see. That's what I love about this channel. This is the sort of racing we have on this channel where people are respecting each other. Absolutely phenomenal. Beautiful racing. David just off the back of this. RL's in this one too. I think Zeka's a little way back. Yeah, he's a little way back. This is really where it is. It's these four. This race was all about this four. We're into the last lap now. Just going through this little twisty section. So Scott Chegg has now got, he's back in front. Yeah, RL, I was noticing on the track map, it went to, I think it was only about 2, 3, 4 seconds between you all. Just amazing. I am in awe of the four of you. And this is lovely because they're all running the same car. Even though we could use different cars, this is all the Porsche 911. Some of the top racers in the lobby this evening going for it. It's a real shame Shumi, unfortunately you weren't racing, and Welsh Boy, only we'd got this little mix earlier in the night, would have been absolutely wonderful. Wow, absolutely brilliant. Let's just jump. Oh, RL closing up on David now. So at this point, we're what, a third of the way through the lap. These guys must be thinking, how are we going to close up? Where are the moves going to be made? They've followed for such a long time now, they'll know where people are strong, where their weaknesses are. I want to jump forward to Maral, but at the moment I think we can see most of the action from RL's point of view. It's closing right up on David now. And of course, the two guys up front, as they start to battle, they'd be taking slightly different lines. They might be defending, they might be going for moves and have to back out. Is this going to give David and RL the opportunity to close up, or are David and RL going to get into their own battle and fall off the back of the pack? Well, we know that doesn't happen. Oh, David gets it really wide, sideways. Oh, he did really well to hold that. Let's just go back and look at that from his point of view. Just coming into this corner, just caught the curb. It goes one way, it goes the other way. He gathers it up. RL comes through, just manages to miss the back of him. And that is a change for position. So David now finds himself from third into fourth. Scotch Egg up front at the moment. Maral right behind as we get through this little twisty section. We got the fast run down to the tight right-hander here. Just jumping forwards, we can. Oh, Scotch Egg has got a 1 second penalty. That could change things a little bit. Maral was going to know that at this point. If he could just stay within 1 second, and I'm not sure he is at the moment. Of course, you get the penalty early on the straight here. So even half second penalty, a 1 second penalty is going to turn into maybe a 1.5, 2, maybe even 2.5, 3 second penalty. I might be exaggerating slightly there, but it hurts. It really does hurt, especially if you haven't got a slipstream. Oh, Maral giving it everything through there. Let's just check back with David now, still in fourth place, chasing down RL. As RL said in the chat a moment, he's going to close up. Shumi said you were going to have an early night. I know I did, my friend, and I'm going to be in so much trouble tomorrow, but this is like a drug. I can't get enough of this. I love racing this game, even though I'm not very good, and I absolutely and thoroughly enjoy celebrating fantastic racing like we've got here, and like you and Welsh Boy and Kushti and the others, when you all get together, it's brilliant. Yeah, John is Scott in P1, and he's on the controller. He's on one of these. I cannot understand how the four of you are just doing this. It's just evened out a little bit at the moment, but he's still up the front. He's still going well. He's still carrying that 1 second penalty, of course. Maral's going to know that. Can Maral push him and hassling him into another bit of a penalty, or is Maral going to pick up his own penalty as he tries to close up? RL 9010 still pushing on. And yeah, David is still there too. This is just amazing. I know I keep using that word, but I'm in awe of you guys. Who says you can't race on a pad? Who says you need a £2 rig with a direct drive steering wheel and loads of feedback and goodness knows whatever? Look at this. All four of these guys, there's nothing to split any of them. Absolutely nothing to split. Ooh. David getting a little bit squirrely there. Here we go. This is the closing stages. At the moment it's really even, but look, the slipstream is kicking in. Scott Jegg gets taken by Marrell. RL looks like he's got a slipstream. This is what I was watching on the track map. David's closing up too. I'm going to sit with David here because the slipstream is massive here. It is huge. Has Marrell made the move too quickly? Scott Jett goes for the inside. They can't get two through there, surely. They can. The Brit comes out on top. The Brit's going to win it. The Brit is on top. The American's going for it. The other two. Oh! RL goes through. Look at that finish. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's just go back a step just a second. Let's just look at that from RL's point of view. The two go wide. He gets a perfect corner there, just up the inside, and couldn't quite claim it for America on the line. Scott Jett claims it for the Brits. He loses it into that corner. And just looking at that from David's point of view, he was right on the back of this all the way. Closed up, couldn't quite close up enough. But boy, oh boy, was that close. Was that close. Amazing. Scott Jett loses it on the curve at the end. Oh my word. Lads, thank you so much for that. This is so much better than watching the real Formula One. That was like watching 4 professional racing drivers absolutely going for it on what is got to be the hardest, most technical, most complex track on the planet. No accidents, 1 or 2 slight incidents that mixed it up, but that was just sublime. Thank you, all 4 of you, for that spectacle. Absolutely, absolutely fantastic.